Okay, so I wanted to do a quick video walkthrough of my 7 Days to Die zombie horde bunker. This actually is in two parts. I started out with an original underground bunker, but that just wasn't quite entertaining enough, so I decided to build a tower defense bunker with a nice little escape platform over here instead. Um, and really, I started to do this as a bunch of screenshots, but it just would take way too many screenshots, and I wanted to go ahead and do a video. So one of the big problems with these underground bunkers in this current state of the game is that the zombies dig now. So you can sit down in your bunker during horde night and wait and wait and wait. Nothing happens. They'll kind of circle around. You can see some damage here, some damage there. They just kind of spin around and occasionally fall in the hole, but they'll also dig down, which is why I have these earthworks set up here, because they were just digging trenches under my base, um, and that, which led me eventually to get to this thing. And I'll go in and show exactly what it looks like underneath. But it's a tower surrounded by a pit, surrounded by barbed wire, and then you can see right here there's some steel. I set that up because they were coming in and digging. Even then, they were digging down into the bunker there, and I figured I would just drop down reinforced steel rather than filling it in with dirt. The barbed wire here is really not for defensive purposes. Its primary function is just to slow down the horde as you're sitting in the tower, so you can take shots at them pretty easily because they move pretty quick at night. Anyway, let me go ahead and head down to the base. I'm going to start at the bottom of this thing and work my way up, um, just because it's easier to see what all is going on when you do it that way. I'll be right back with you. Okay, so here we are at the bottom of the base. I can't really step out. There's a spike pit out here, and jumping out into that thing will just cause me to start taking damage. But this is the lowest level of the base, and I ended up putting in a little viewing area here, along with a raised platform, so as the zombies came up to the door, I could take pot shots at them. These steel pillars here allow me to shoot through them with pretty much any gun that I have, while at the same time keeping them from reaching me. And of course the door is here so I can open up and do some repairs. So this actually leads back into a tunnel. As you can see, I've set up a few fallback positions here, and these doors can all be shut as you're going back. And then you have the bars. They basically do the same thing as the steel pillars. You can shoot through them. I think the only downside to these steel bars here is you can't really melee through them, which you can with the pillars. And I set up some supplies here. So, there's whatever ammo I'm using, whatever guns I'm firing, I keep the ammo in there so I can reload if I need to. And then I threw down a bunch of fire pits on the ground. They all have, and you can see somebody got in here at some point. They all got, or they're all ready to go. I just light them up. If I have to fall back again, run through here, close it again, rinse and repeat. They all kind of funnel into this door, and should they get through there, same deal. Supplies there, fire pits there, and I can fall back to a third position here. So once you're in this room, there's no further way, there's no running back. However, you can, the way I have it set up, and get in here, I can close this hatch, and as they break through the door, I can actually shoot down at them, and control it that way if it gets to that point. And this will be until they manage to break through this door, in which time I can actually go up yet again there and close this hatch. And here, this is actually the upper level of the base. You can see I started a mine here. I haven't really done all that much with it. And then here is the main entrance. I've got a few doors. These things don't really do anything. I just put some blank doors in here, just to have something to expand later if I wanted to. This is my sleeping area slash cooking area here. Really all you need is a campfire for that. So just keep all my food supplies in here. And then up here, more, this is like a treasure storage, so money, things like that. Another empty room, and then here's the crafting area. Pretty much everything you need to build whatever you want to build. And then out here is a ledge. So actually here, these are the supplies you need to, when you're going out to do scavenging or whatever, or healing, that kind of thing. I put all these in here so you can just load up when you go. And then of course here's the main entrance up, and I left it open. Let me go ahead and come around here. So that's pretty much it. During Horde nights, it was really not that interesting. That, like I said, the zombies would mostly just kind of swirl around up here, and you could stand down here and shoot them. Occasionally, they would fall in. It didn't really happen all that much, unfortunately, and it was actually kind of boring. I mean, it wasn't nearly as entertaining as I thought it was going to be. So that's why I decided to go ahead and build that tower, which I will go into now. So I start the tower at this hatch right here. Let me go down in here and just dug down into the earth. And we'll go around. And here we are coming up to the base of the tower. So this actually has a few levels, so we'll go up here. As you can see, this is like an outside or an inside ring, I'm sorry. Where you can stand against the walls and you can shoot, or you can walk up and club the zombies. And these spikes right here are actually in a pit, or a nice pit drop from the top. And I'll show you that when we go up there. But you can actually reach both sides, which I didn't show. I'll see if I can do that real quick now. There's another ladder right here. And you can see you can get to either side. This has the advantage of, if the zombies drop down, you want to kill them down here, you can do that easily, but it also allows reachability to every one of these spikes that's down here. So when you need to do repairs, you can just come down here and do repairs on these things, especially if the horde gets bad enough and they start destroying it during the night. You can actually repair as you go. Alright, so now the central tower is actually this same ladder here. We'll go all the way up. Here. So, as you can see, it gives you a good field of view. At night there's spotlights, so I can see out a pretty good ways. And I put the barbed wire down so that it would slow these zombies down for a while and give me something to do. This thing actually I think would be a lot better as a two-man design, so you can have one guy up here and one down in the basement taking out the zombies. I found that in Horde nights I ended up running back and forth because the spike drops just don't kill them, and they sit there and beat up on the base. So just to be on the safe side, I'll kind of alternate periodically and make sure they're not getting too far ahead down there. And then this part right here was the last bit that I did. I wanted to have an escape route just in case, so I built a giant ass ramp, jumped this bike up here, and then this is an escape ramp. And if everything goes to hell, I can just run over here, take off, and go. The one thing I haven't done yet is created any sort of fallback position, which will be the next thing that I do probably. But for right now, I think we're pretty much good to go. They didn't really get very far on this thing. Like I said, the worst they did was dig down a bit. You can see they got a bit ways in there, and of course that was partially my fault because I kind of got a little over enthusiastic with the explosive crossbow bolts. So yeah, that's it. And I'll probably do another video here before too long, showing what happens on Horde Night and how this works.